Began on the distant planet of Willamine, a world glowing beneath a blood-red sky. Suddenly, something cuts across the clouds like a warning shot, and the entire atmosphere feels tense, as if the planet already knows its fate. A figure races over the city, shouting for everyone to evacuate. Desperate, calling out to the crowds below, trying to shake them out of their shock. The people stare upward, frozen, stunned by the danger that's closing in on them. He touches down in the center of the city and raises his voice one last time, and this time, there's no mistaking the fear behind his words. Galactus is coming. Bruce Banner steps forward, hoping for reason, but the leaders of Willamine shut that down fast. They tell him they already know exactly who he is. They know he's the Herald. They know he's Bruce Banner. And yes, they got every warning he sent. But the people of Willamine don't run. They don't retreat. They would rather face Galactus head-on than abandon their home. A massive cannon charges up, and before he can even finish turning, a blinding beam tears across the hall, swallowing him in a burning blast of energy. Bruce realizes the truth all at once. These people aren't brave, they're reckless. He calls it out, and the leader's temper snaps. His voice shakes with fury as he orders the unthinkable. Kill the Herald. As every weapon swings toward Bruce. Bruce drags himself out of the blast, glowing with that eerie cosmic energy burning under his skin. Even after being fired on, he tries one last time to reason with them. He tells them there might still be a chance to survive. He even offers to help. But the people of Willamine don't listen. Their cannons reload, locking on him again. Another wave of fire erupts, swallowing Bruce in another explosion of light. When the smoke clears, Bruce's patience finally dies. He realizes these people aren't just stubborn. They're determined to choose destruction, even when a path out is right in front of them. So he makes a cold decision of his own. If they want death so badly, it might as well come from him. Cosmic energy surges through his body. His skin cracks open like molten stone. His eyes blaze with green fire, and with a furious roar, Bruce Banner transforms into something far more dangerous than a herald trying to save them. He becomes the Hulk. We jump back to Earth, years before Bruce ever became the Herald. He sits alone among the rubble, wrapped in a torn blanket, staring up at the shadow of a cosmic giant. Galactus has come to him directly, and Bruce can't hide the disbelief in his voice. He recognizes the name, the Devourer of Worlds. He even mentions the names Silver Surfer and Reed Richards, wondering why Galactus is here, and more importantly, why he wants him. Galactus answers with that cold power only he can carry. He needs a new herald, someone strong, someone who won't fail, someone whose potential is being wasted on a planet where he causes more damage than good. Bruce tries to warn him. The Hulk isn't reliable, the Hulk is chaos. But Galactus doesn't care about control. He cares about strength, and he sees more than enough of it in Bruce. Bruce's voice cracks. He doesn't want the Hulk to be used anymore. He just wants the fighting inside him to end. Galactus offers him a deal that sounds almost like mercy. Serve him, and Bruce will only be sent to worlds doomed to be consumed anyway. No extra destruction, no innocent lives torn apart by the Hulk's rage, and Earth would finally be free from the monster that Bruce fears he'll always be. Bruce stands there, shaking, exhausted from years of fighting a monster living inside his own skin. He admits the truth out loud. He doesn't know how to stop the Hulk anymore. He's tried every cure, every idea, every desperate attempt to control the rage, and he's reached the point where he can't keep living this way. That's when he makes the choice that will change everything. He lifts his head, takes a breath, and accepts the deal. Galactus doesn't hesitate. His voice echoes like a final judgment. It is decided. A massive beam of cosmic light stretches down from the sky. Bruce looks up in fear and awe as it surrounds him, lifting him off the ruined ground. The power of the Devourer of Worlds reaches out, ready to transform him forever. And in that moment, Bruce Banner realizes there is no turning back. In the present, the ruins of Wilamine burned under a blood-red sky. Galactus has arrived, towering over the desolate world like a living judgment. Bruce greets him with a voice that's tired more than anything else. He tells his master he tried to warn the people, but they chose pride over survival. Galactus doesn't even look surprised. To him, this outcome is meaningless. One world rises, another falls. It makes no difference as long as his herald completes the mission. He tells Bruce that these evacuation attempts, these efforts to save people, are nothing but a distraction, a personal hobby, something he tolerates only as long as it doesn't interfere with the one duty that truly matters, to serve him. Bruce bows his head, the cosmic fire still glowing under his skin. Galactus's question hangs in the air like a command carved into stone. Bruce answers quietly, "Yes, Master." Galactus's eyes flare with cold light as he gives his next order. His hunger is growing. Another world calls to him. Elysian 3. Bruce is to go ahead of him, prepare it, and ensure nothing stands in the way of the Devourer's arrival. Bruce lifts off the ground, streaking into the sky in a blaze of green cosmic energy. His body slices through the clouds as he speeds away from the broken remains of Wilamine. Another world waits, another warning he'll try to give, and another place that may or may not listen. Bruce streaks across the sky of Elysian 3, trailing green cosmic energy. This time things look different. For once, a world actually listened. He lands near the loading platforms and watches citizens moving toward the colony ships in calm, steady lines. No panic, no chaos, just discipline. Bruce can't help but say it out loud. Finally, a species that can follow instructions. But even here, the reality hits him. The colony ships can only save a fraction of the population. Thousands will escape, but millions won't. It's the same impossible math on every world Galactus targets. Before he can process that weight, familiar voices call his name. The Avengers, Tony Stark in full armor, Carol Danvers blazing with cosmic fire, and the Vision, floating with that calm, steady presence Bruce remembers too well. Bruce greets them with a mix of surprise and tension. He hasn't seen them in years, not since he left Earth behind to spare it from the Hulk. The tension snaps the moment the Avengers step closer. Carol tries to smooth things over, but Tony jumps straight into the argument, pushing Bruce with that sharp tone he always used when he thought he was the smartest person in the room. Vision points out the strategic importance of Elysian 3, the Kree, the Skrulls, their war. This world is a crucial outpost, and its fall could shift an entire galactic conflict. But Bruce hears something different underneath their concern. He fires back, calling it out directly. They're not worried about lives. They're worried about assets, territory, influence. This isn't about saving people. It's about protecting their interests in someone else's war. Tony doesn't take that lightly. He throws it right back in Bruce's face, calling him the errand boy of a cosmic executioner, a walking genocide machine. Carolyn tries to redirect him, but Tony keeps pushing, hard. Bruce stands still, unmoving, unblinking. Then Tony taps him on the chest. A small touch, a mistake. Bruce's eyes shift. His jaw tightens as the cosmic energy flashes under his skin. In the next instant, Hulk's fist slams into Tony with a thunderous crack, sending Iron Man hurtling across the platform like a piece of scrap metal torn loose from its frame. Tony hits the ground hard, his armor sparking against the pavement. Tony screams to his team to buy him some time as Vision quietly suggests it might be wiser to retreat. Carol hovers nearby, energy glowing around her fists, trying to read the situation before it gets worse. Hulk explodes forward with a roar that shakes the entire district, leaping after Tony like a cosmic meteor with fists. He slams forward again with a blow that sends debris flying, eyes blazing with green cosmic fire. Tony drags himself upright, pain surging through his armor, activating his thrusters, bracing himself as Hulk barrels straight toward him, but he still barks out a command, 60 seconds. Hulk turns his fury on Carol next, slamming into her with a shockwave that rattles the entire block. She braces herself, pushing back against him with raw power, but even she can feel the cosmic strength burning inside his body. She tries to calm him down, to talk him out of the rage, but Hulk isn't hearing any of it. He can feel her cosmic energy swirling through her veins, and he growls with unsettling excitement. The Hulk tears the energy right out of her. Carol collapses, flames flickering across her suit as every ounce of her power is ripped away. Vision swoops in instantly, his voice sharp and focused, but Hulk catches him mid-flight. Hulk's hand closes around Vision's chest, crackling with energy. Bruce mocks him calmly, calling him clever for trying, yet still too slow. Hulk grins, eyes glowing bright. He slams Vision with a blast so explosive it tears the ground apart. The impact booms across the city as Vision's body is launched through the air in a trail of burning light. Hulk stands over the fallen bodies of Carol and Vision, cosmic steam rising off his shoulders. Their defeat doesn't move him. He looks down at them with cold, emotionless eyes and speaks a single word that cuts deeper than any blow. Weak. Before Hulk can step forward, a voice answers from above with casual defiance. He descends in a massive armored suit, bulkier and more reinforced than anything he's used before. Lines of power glow across its plates, thrusters roaring as he drops into position between Hulk and his teammates. The Hulk looks up, snarling, glowing, ready to tear into the next opponent. Tony tells Hulk he's being unfair. Carol and Vision did exactly what he needed them to do. They bought him his 60 seconds. Hulk unleashes a massive blast of cosmic energy, firing it straight at Tony with enough force to level a city block. The beam screams across the battlefield, tearing up the ground as it goes. But Tony stands his ground. The blast hits him full on and does absolutely nothing. A glowing shield of power surrounds the upgraded Hulkbuster, scattering Hulk's cosmic attack like sparks off steel. He explains the truth about his armor, that this isn't the old Hulkbuster. It's rebuilt with confiscated Victor Von Doom tech. Doom called it a cosmic harness, and now Tony is charged with enough stolen cosmic energy to go toe-to-toe with Bruce on equal footing. Hulk growls, frustrated that his strongest ranged attack did nothing, but then his expression changes. A slow grin forms across his face. He didn't want to win with blasts anyway. Good Hulk says, cracking his knuckles as cosmic flames drip from his fists. The Hulk and Tony charge at each other like two living warheads, both wrapped in roaring cosmic energy. The ground cracks beneath Hulk's feet, and Tony's boosters scream as the Hulkbuster hurls forward with full power. Neither one slows down. Neither one hesitates. The impact is inevitable. They collide in the center of the platform, cosmic green crashing against cosmic red in a blinding explosion. The blast erupts outward in a massive sphere of light, swallowing buildings, shattering platforms, and sending shockwaves rolling across the entire district. Metal twists, stone vaporizes, the sky flashes with violent energy, and at the heart of it all, two unstoppable forces push against each other with everything they have, locked in a collision that could tear the city apart. The shockwave fades. Both Titans continue to stand, striking blows after blow, with Tony gaining the upper hand. Tony unleashes a beam of blinding energy across the battlefield, hitting the cosmic being Hulk dead on. Hulk explodes forward, striking like a storm, driving his shoulder with ferocious speed into the Hulkbuster armor, pushing Tony back. He launches forward with godlike speed, landing a devastating kick into Tony's chest. Tony grunts as alarms blare in his helmet. Hulk doesn't slow down. He grabs the Hulkbuster by the arm, twists, and hurls Tony across the battlefield with a roar of pure rage, sending the armor tumbling through dust and wreckage like a broken toy. Hulk storms forward, eyes glowing brighter. This fight is nowhere near finished. A massive explosion rips across the sky as a colony ship, one of the last lifelines for the people of Elysian 3, is struck and goes down in flames. Metal tears apart, fire erupts, and the ship crashes into the city with a thunderous impact that shakes the ground for miles. Hulk watches it fall, His eyes widen. Then the horror hits him. The ship wasn't a weapon. It wasn't a threat. It was their escape. Their only chance to survive Galactus. Now it's gone. Hulk's face twists with fury and heartbreak as he turns toward Tony, the collapsed Hulkbuster smoking beneath him. His voice erupts like a roar from the core of a dying star. Every word is filled with rage far deeper than violence. The Hulk isn't just angry. He's grieving for a world that didn't have to die. Tony tries to speak, but Hulk steps closer, towering over the wrecked armor, voice lowering into something raw and almost human. The battlefield burns behind them. The sky glows with fire. The Hulk rage returns in full force. He raises his fist over the crushed Hulkbuster, ready to bring it down with killing intent. Tony doesn't flinch. His voice is tired, broken, but honest. Hulk freezes, the unexpected apology of Tony cutting through the fury. He snarls, demanding answers. And Tony gives them. He explains they knew Galactus took him. They knew the Devourer of Worlds wanted a new herald. When Galactus came to Earth, they had no way to stop him, no weapon, no plan. But Galactus offered a bargain. Give him their strongest warrior, their most unstoppable force, someone who could serve him in return for the Earth's salvation. They offered him Bruce. Tony admits the ugly truth. They didn't fight for him. They didn't try to save him. They were relieved. After all the destruction the Hulk caused, they thought, maybe this was better. Maybe Galactus was the only being in existence powerful enough to contain him. Hulk's grip loosens, his eyes widen with betrayal, pain cracking through the rage. Before he can speak, a voice cries for help out from the rubble. Hulk turns, blinking through the burning smoke. A child, trapped under debris, reaching out with a trembling hand. Hulk's fury pauses. Something inside him shifts. Tony struggles to breathe, crushed under Hulk's massive grip, but he forces out the words anyway. Not excuses, not strategy, the truth. Hulk, we were wrong. He admits what no Avenger ever said out loud. Tony looks Hulk in the eyes and tells him the one thing Bruce has needed to hear his entire life. Those words hit Hulk harder than any punch. Bruce Banner wasn't a problem to be solved. He was a person they failed to protect. A spark flashes behind his eyes, the green glow flickering as if something deep inside him finally wakes up. The rage softens. The confusion returns. The humanity fights to breathe again. Hulk leaps away from Tony in a burst of cosmic force, the ground exploding under his feet. He rockets toward the cries for help, skidding across rubble as dust and fire swirl around him. He lands beside the trapped child from moments earlier, pulling her from the wreckage. Hulk lifts the child, shielding her from falling debris. The cosmic glow around him softens. For the first time, the Hulk isn't a force of devastation. He's a protector. Hulk returns to the battlefield and helps Tony out the busted Hulkbuster armor. Bruce speaks first. His voice is heavy, filled with years of guilt. He explained to Tony the burden that filled his heart. Tony, a few steps beside him, quieter than usual as Bruce looks out across the ruined city, staring at smoke rising from the crashed colony ship and says, "But Galactus, he's inevitable." Tony shakes his head as he tells Bruce there's only one thing in this universe that's truly inevitable. Bruce turns, confused. Tony's expression hardens, and he says the words with complete conviction. The Hulk has no master. Bruce freezes, lowers his head, hands trembling as he covers his face. Tony stiffens, unsure of what's coming. Bruce lifts his head, eyes blazing with a fury deeper and purer than before. He clenches his fists, cosmic power crackling across his arms, the rage burning inside his body as he screams out. Cosmic fire erupts around Hulk's body, surging brighter than ever before. His muscles tighten, his eyes blaze green like twin supernovas. For the first time since becoming Galactus's herald, Hulk isn't running errands. He isn't following orders. He's choosing. He launches himself forward, tearing through the atmosphere in a streak of pure emerald light, every ounce of his power aimed at one impossible target. Galactus. The Hulk is coming. The end. And that wraps up this week's comic stories. What if Galactus transformed the Hulk? Welcome to Comic Lore, home of Marvel and DC's wildest stories, where we break down how heroes rise, fall, and sometimes come back stronger than ever. Hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell to stay updated on your comic lore. Don't forget to let us know in the comments if you want to see more comic stories from your favorite characters. Until next time, comic lovers, we'll see you in the next one.